Hello everybody. So now we are going to discuss something about types of plannings, right? Till now we have discussed regarding what is planning, its importance, its selection criteria. Now we are going to discuss something about what are all the different types of plannings are there. Of course, plannings are divided in so many categories, depends upon their criteria, depends upon their classifications, I can say. Okay, in that one by one we will going to discuss in detail. Okay, so in that the first one is classification based on scope and degree of details. Yes, the name itself says classification based on scope and degree of details. So what about the availability of scopes in your hand? What about the degree of details we have in your hands? On that basis, we are going to divide the types of plannings into three categories. In that the first one is strategic planning, tactical planning and operational plannings. Okay. So the first one says something about strategic. The name itself says strategic. Of course, in plannings we have come across strategies concepts. Okay. In that we have discussed in detail about how the strategies are going to play a major role in planning a project, I can say. Similarly, what about the strategic plans are there? Okay. If the plan is purely depends on the strategies made, who will going to make the strategies? Of course, not a labor level class or D group class members or laborers will not going to create a strategies, because they don't have that much of capacity, they don't have that much of control in a project or in an industry, I can say. So the higher authorities, the managers, the managing directors or the principal heads are going to take some strategic plans or strategic decisions, because they are time bounded in nature and they are going to takes place in a minimum time, I can say. Okay, that's why they have to create some strategies. Yes, this type of concept is good for this purpose. Now we can take a decision like this. Yes, for example, note ban, demonetization of currency, that's also a strategic plan, I can say. Yes or no? Because they have taken in that matter, they are not discussed in detail, because we don't have that much of time. Some army related issues also I can categorize as a strategic plans, because they are depends on that particular moment. That is strategic plannings. Then the second one says something about tactical plannings. What is mean by tactical plannings? Tactic, the name itself says, yes, we have to use some tactics here, because strategies it doesn't work right now. We have to do some tactics. Yes, we have some trial and errors within our mindset or within some experiences, I can say. So by using all these things, by tactically, if you have some plannings, that is nothing but the tactical plannings, I can say. Once again, tactical plannings are also going to be taken care by higher authorities, I can say. That is the second bit of classifications based on scopes and degree of details, I can say. And the third one says something about operational planning. Operational, the name itself says operational. Here we need to do some operations, some what we can say experiments, I can say. Yes, if we are using these type of, for example, production of smartphones, they are using some operational plannings, because they have to develop one system, one mobile. They are going to do so many tests on that. If some apps or some what we can say programs are not going to work properly, then they are going to have some other devices within that. That is nothing but operations, we can say. That is nothing but experimental verifications, I can say. So that is the third bit of operational plannings, I can say. Then the second classification is based on the time horizon. Okay, so depends upon the availability of time, depends upon the duration of that particular project. We have once again three more categories in classification based on time horizon. In that the first one is a short term plans, intermediate plans and long term plans. The name itself says short term, intermediate and long term. Yes, of course short term, because if I take a project, if I take a very good construction project, I can say, yes, so the number of days required to finish that project, it may leads up to 1 year or 2 years, I can say, or even less than that, 6 months, 1 month, I can say. Okay, so there comes under shorter plans. Yes sir, why I am going to link the everything in terms of civil engineering, because of course we are in that civil engineering department, that's why we are dealing the entire examples towards the civil engineering activities, I can say. Okay, so here the short term plans are nothing but if the duration of the project is minimum, less than 6 months or 1 year, I can say, those plans are treated as short term plans, I can say. We can think in any manner. It might be related to machine designing, I can say, it might be related to banking sector, I can say, it might be related to productions, I can say, it might be in terms of innovations within the department, I can say, everything I can correlate towards the short term plannings. Okay, if the duration is minimum, that is short term plannings. Then what about intermediate? Yes, of course. For example, up to 1 year to 5 years, I can say. So that I can categorize them as a intermediate plans, because they are not short, they are not long, I can say. Okay, long term durations concepts may not work here. Even it's not comparatively short, I can say. So that intermediate stage, I can take it as a intermediate plans, I can say. Within that, short term, above short term, below long term, I can categorize it as a intermediate plans, I can say. Then the third one says something about long term plans. The name itself says if the project is going to be more than 10 years. Okay, so those parameters or those projects are treated as long term plans, I can say. Of course, once again, in their individual plans, they have so many strategies are there, so many procedures are there, so many flowcharts are there, how the projects takes place, what is the commencement of the project, what should be the closing process of that project, everything is once again predefined. Okay, that is regarding long term projects, I can say, long term plans, I can say. Then the third classification says something about classifications based on the frequency of use. Right, here the third classification is completely usage of that particular project, frequency, at what extent we are going to use that project or use that plan. That is classifications based on frequency of use. In that we have two categories. One is single use project or single use plans, and second one is standing plans. Single use plans and standing plans. The name itself says single use. If that particular plan is going to be helpful or used by a single person or a single use time, I can say, that type of plans are treated as single use plan. They are not going to be continue, they are not going to be routine. Okay, so orderly, they are not going to be check routine, I can say. So it's a one time execution of that particular project or that scheme, that is called single use plan. We can take any examples for that. Okay, single use, for example, a one time investment of money or time or everything for development of anything in one time only. That type of projects are treated as single use plan. It might be helpful for single persons, I can say, or it might be helpful for single domain, I can say. Yes or no? So those plans comes under single use plan. Then the second one is standing plans. So standing plan is nothing but it's continuous, I can say. Standing means it's routine throughout the entire what you can say lifespan or some tenure of project. These types of activities are going to run in orderly. That types of projects are treated as standing plans. They are nothing but the continuous, I can say. They have some multi-purpose usage, I can say. Not only used by one particular persons. Some central government schemes, state government schemes, of course, they are standing plans, I can say, because they are used by the entire persons. Throughout the entire India, they are taking use of that particular project for several years, I can say, 10 years, 100 years, like that. Depends upon the duration of the projects, I can say, yes, it's a standing plan for the long term duration, I can say, or something like that. Okay. Then the classification, that is the classification says something about classification based on specificity. Okay. So that's nothing but for the specific considerations, for the specific reason, for specific criteria, we are using these types of plans. That is classifications based on specificity. In that, the classifications divided into 4. The first one is classification, that is specific plans, directional plan, contingency plans, and scenario plans. Okay. So now we'll discuss one by one. Specific plans, the name itself says specific. If I have a terminology called specific, so we should come to know that yes, for that particular specific reason, yes, we have adopted these plans. Yes or no? That is specific plans, I can say. Okay. For example, we have some motto for one particular aim. It might be production of mobile phones, I can say. It might be creating some awareness towards health in public, or it might be anything, any flow, I can say. Yes, if the reason behind that particular plan is specific. Okay. So that types of plans comes under specific plans. Then the second one says something about directional plan. Directional, the name itself says it must consist of some directions. Yes or no? Because in specific plans, you may or may not have particular directions for that. How to finish the project, that is not in our hand. We have some specific plans over there. Yes or no? This is what the starting, this is what the ending. Yes, we have to start like this, we have to end like this. That is specific. Whereas directional, direction is nothing but we have to adopt which directions we have to prefer. because for one project or for one particular task, there are n number of directions are there to finish it. Yes or no? We have n number of routes to finish. For example, if you want to reach some destination from Mysore to Bangalore, I have n number of routes. Which route is better? That is comes under directional plans, because directions are going to be predefined. Yes, this is what the starting point, this is what the ending point. If I go like this, if my mode of transportation is something like this, so I can reach my destination in minimum time. So this is nothing but the directions we have adopted yourself to finish that particular task. That is comes under, or that types of plans are comes under directional plans. Okay. Then the third one says something about contingency plans. The terminology itself is contingency. Contingencies means these are the unforeseen activities, I can say, or some small activities, I can say. Okay, they are not relatively big, I can say. They are very, very small in nature. For example, to finish that entire task, or for that entire structure, one small particular item will going to play a major role. Okay. So that item we should not supposed to neglect it, and we should not supposed to even think it in a bigger way, I can say. So that type of plannings are comes under contingencies. For example, some unforeseen activities. If you are going to prepare a plans for these types of small projects or small activities or small tasks which are going to be unforeseen, I can say, or they may come in any point of time to finish that particular project, these types of plannings are treated as contingency plans. Okay. Usually some higher authorities will have they have to take these types of contingency plans in their activities. Okay. Then the last one says something about scenario plans. Scenario, of course, the terminology itself says it depends upon the particular scenario, that is that particular scenes within that vicinity, I can say. Okay. If you have adopted some protocol within the department, okay, it has to run like this, it has to finish like this. Okay. For that particular activity, for that particular task, if anything happens, if the flow is not the moving in that right time or right age or right time what you have adopted at its initial stage, in that type of planning depends upon the scenario, depends upon the practical constraints, depends upon the problem which arrives at the time of execution of project. If you are going to prepare some plannings, that type of plans are comes under scenario plannings. Of course, planning is having a broader sense in management systems, I can say. In every aspects, in every day-to-day activities also, we have to understand the planning in very, very well manner. Okay. So this is something about types of plans and their classifications and their subdivisions, I can say. Okay. Thank you.